E-learning system for water and environmental studies, a story of success. eSWES is an EU project under the TEMPUS-Program. 3 universities are involved in the project: RWTH Aachen University, Germany, Zagazig University, Egypt, and Politecnico di Torino, Italy. The general idea is to transfer the available e-learning know-how from the European universities to the Egyptian universities. In Germany, the RWTH Aachen is intensely implementing an advanced e-learning system including multimedia courses and online lectures at the section of Engineering Hydrology, LFI. Professor Heribert Nacken is the head of this section. The successful implementation of e-learning systems at the RWTH Aachen and the urgent needs for e-learning at Zagazig University were the motivations that initiated this project. Professor Nacken and his colleague Dr. Hani Suilam have been working on this field for many years.
E-learning is very important for Egypt. If we compare a lecture in Germany, for example, or in Europe with the lecture in Egypt, so we will realize that in Germany we have sometimes maximum 100 students in our lecture. But if you attend one of the lectures in Egypt, and most of you they know already how it looks like, you have hundreds of students, sometimes thousands of students attending the lecture. So I don't think that a professor will have the time to interact with the students and answer questions for the students, which we have here in Germany. Therefore, I think e-learning is very important for Egypt, that allows the students to have additional materials offline or online to access them from their homes.
Zagazig is one of the largest universities in Egypt. There are 120,000 students studying here, many of whom at the Faculty of Engineering, because actually water and environmental studies are very serious issues in Egypt. Water shortage is a huge problem in Egypt and the Mediterranean countries. Therefore, Egypt needs very high qualified water engineers and environmentalists who will be able to deal with these problems in the future.
The problem that we are facing is to cross a river. So there are different solutions to do so. Either you could hire a boat and just give you a lift to the next side, but this would be just a one-day job. The other solution that we used to solve the problem is we taught our dear Egyptian colleagues to swim so that they can go crisscross over the river whenever they would like to. And they can do it with their professors, their lecturers and their students. And as an added value, they are even capable to train all their new students and all the members of the working group, so that by the end of a project, they have been capable to do all the necessary jobs that are required in an e-learning project by themselves.
As a first step of the project, we had to assess 2 issues. First, for the IT infrastructure, and the second issue was the IT qualifications and e-learning skills of the staff members.
A kick-off workshop was organized between the project partners in Egypt and came up with a detailed MS project work plan and an associated database that specify the project activities, allocated costs, necessary equipment, etc.
To ensure the sustainability of the project, we decided from the beginning not to deliver any type of black box know-how.
First of all, an IT team was chosen and especially trained, primarily in Germany, with its readily available and well-developed infrastructure. It was here too that the academic staff were trained. There were 4 training courses altogether. Shortly afterwards, the assembly of the computer lab took place. No outside company was hired, but everything was achieved by university staff from Zagazig and Aachen, the best warranty for keeping the system running.
So we decided together with our Egyptian colleagues a concept for the training process. Each one professor or assistant who will come to Germany or Italy to be trained should go back home and train all the other colleagues from the water and environmental departments. Implementing such a methodology, we were able to train 30 professors and assistants from both departments.
Altogether, 4 training courses for the IT administration team and 5 training courses for the academic team took place in 3 years. Finally, the academic staff members were taught using Breeze software, creating animations by Flash, and editing pictures and graphics in a smart way. Only 6 months after starting the project, almost 50% of the lectures have been digitalized. The interactive multimedia modules help the students to understand complex scientific processes.
This has changed the culture of the faculty members and students to have new skills in teaching, in which this will facilitate the teaching process and also make the faculty members compatible with the new features of and the new skills of technology in teaching.
On April 18, 2006, the Egyptian partner was visited by representatives of the NTO Cairo. All the Egyptian project stakeholders attended the visit. The successful project was extensively covered by the media. Dr. Hani Suwilan was interviewed in an in-depth talk show on Egyptian television. And other TV and radio programs, as well as articles in newspapers and trade journals, soon followed.
As a result of publishing the project in the media, like newspaper and TV, radio interviews, we received a very positive feedback from different organizations in Egypt, like universities who would like to cooperate in the future in another projects.
The project consortium was represented in 3 Tempus Project forums in Cairo. eSWES implementation encouraged the DAAD to select Aachen to host the Tempus German Day 2005.
We used any chance available for us, like when we attend the conference anywhere in the world, like in China, in Tunisia, or any place in the world, that we used to disseminate the project activities.
eSWES was an example of a successful intercultural cooperation. In China, at the World Meteorological Organization, and at the International Trade Fair for Waste Management and Environmental Technology and Sorga Enteco that took place in Cologne in October 2006. During the visit of Dr. Annette Schawan, the German Minister of Higher Education and Research, to Egypt, the project consortium was invited as a successful example for an Egyptian-European partnership.
We were very proud that both German and Egyptian higher education ministers support our project by holding our T-shirt in front of all the media as a symbol for support.
In September 2007, the eSWES closing ceremony took place in Cairo. All the attendees, including the winner of the Right Livelihood Award, known as Alternative Nobel Prize, Professor Abouleish, as well as the European Commission delegation in Egypt for higher education programs, rated eSWES as a highly successful project.
Egyptian universities are in urgent need for such a link to the university industry. The task is not an easy task, but it is achievable.
I would like to welcome you in our event, which we are organizing as a wrap-up meeting of our project, which is called eLearning System for Water and Environmental Studies, as you heard already. What's your impression about this initiative?
Yeah, it's the first time that I see this kind of project in Egypt, and I think it could really help very much to prepare students to this market needs, that are missing in Egypt very much. You know, you have in Egypt more than, let's say, almost 50% of the population are young people, and students. Education is a key issue for being able to contribute to the economy of the country as well.
Disseminating the project results to other groups who are not involved in the project was really very important. Therefore, we had an initiative called an e-learning terrain. And this terrain has to move inside Zagazig University from one faculty to the other. And then after that, started to move from city to city. We started at Zagazig and then moved to Helwan. After Helwan, we moved to Cairo, and after Cairo to Alexandria, and it's still traveling.
Meantime, there are numerous other e-learning projects in Egypt, two of which, namely Totvat and Button, have even become EU projects under the Tempus-Program.
I personally am convinced that eSWES has been a story of success, and stories of success should be continued. Maybe that's one reason why we did go on with 2 additional projects in the Tempus idea. And I would like to focus on you, and I would like you to see additional people from the universities in Egypt and partners from European countries following the train of the Tempus idea. The idea of educating the next generation of our kids, and to do it in a common way, linking European style and the Egyptian style to make the best of both of it. So, come and join the Tempus idea.